And it's still about focus rather than anything else?
At this stage, I think.
You think it is, okay. So you think it's about the focus out there. So I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not going to make a judgment about this. I'm just wondering whether there's something else there. But don't let me give you anything. This is not what this is about. I'm not trying to give you things you don't have.
I guess you're reflecting back that it's about a sense of inner knowing and trust. And I feel that inner knowing about a few areas that from a maybe marketing perspective could be a bit like that. And the things that I know today, sometimes tomorrow are a bit, or maybe I'm not so sure.
Okay. So am I right in thinking there's just like a pattern of level of confidence and then not so sure when you've had time to reflect? Is that right?
Yes. Quite malleable.
Quite what?
I'm quite malleable.
Malleable.
Kind of.
Okay. So how, have you got like a reference for success apart, because I don't know. So have you got references for success where in spite of being malleable you've actually managed that in a way that's successful?
Yes. I found that most of the things that have been successful have been due to, pardon me on this one, but a divine sense of timing. Right. Whereas if I just wait, if things aren't happening, it's because they're kind of cooking. And then, there may be a time in a few weeks when an opportunity like this or something else comes along and everything just comes together. And I think, man, if I only forced this 3 months ago, it wouldn't be as powerful and precise as it can be now.
So again, if I've heard you right, if the sense of timing is right and it becomes successful, and that's a working model, it's functional, it works, why do it differently?
So what I'm getting from this is just, underachieve consistently every day, so to speak. Just plod along a little bit every day and be consistent and allow it to flow in, and instead of trying to get it right the first time and then feeling stressed and then abandoning the mission. So that's it, yeah. I guess what I'm getting from this is just still keep doing a little bit every day with no attachment to it being the final copy, and then one day it'll just come together or an outside point will come in and tie it all up, and then I can at least have a draft.
Okay. Can you think, it may not be useful, but can you think of a metaphor for that would tend to be like a story or something that would reflect that process of working with time, doing it little by little?
Nature.
Nature itself.
Nature itself is slow, but its perfection lies in its precision.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. So it's a good time maybe to track forward with this sense of nature's precision and its slowness, and this metaphor for you working with time, little by little. If you track that forward, what is that like?
Well, it's a little bit scary initially because of the slowness. But I had to get there yesterday. But I think there's obviously great growth and discipline in that, and I'm feeling that things will happen quick and naturally once I get more in flow rather than forcing things before their time. And it will be just a more mature and aware product because of the slowness.
And slowness, that you're okay with slowness? Is this...
It is a great journey of mine. Slowness is precisely the thing. It's my gateway.
It's your gateway?
To everything else, yeah.
So if we were to get the clock moving forwards and spinning the clock forwards, and we spun it forward a period of time of your own choosing, and you were to look back at today and reflect on where you are with the development of the website and the literature, what's been happening?
Now?
Yeah, how do you go?
I just kind of pulled my finger out and consistently started working on it and not made excuses and changed my expectations around the experience. And it just evolved, brick by brick.
Brick by brick?
Yeah.
Brick by brick. Okay.
Yeah, and it was easy, like as soon as I took the pressure off, I created space for, contributions and people coming out of the woodwork to assist me with this and my own ideas flowing more freely. Just, it became fun again. Yeah.
So, can we take the cup back? We're in this room, we're talking about this, and we're looking at a slower brick by brick sort of nature type process. And when we do that and think about that process, is this something you feel more or less committed to than you were when you first sat down?
I'm feeling less committed to needing to finish a 2-week job in one night.
Uh-huh.
And I'm feeling more committed to working with my own natural rhythms and just being consistent. Yeah.
Okay. And if I may, we're talking about brick by brick, so the first brick is what? What's the first brick?
The first brick is this afternoon between 3 and 5 p.m.
Uh-huh, okay.
And it would be reading over a website template that I've received and just working on that.
Okay.
And seeing where I'm at 5 p.m. and then the next day, same thing.
Great.
Just following that process.
Okay. And you have a process for that, for
Writing a website.
getting your 3 to 5 and having that space of 3 to 5, being disciplined about that 3 to 5? Do you have a process for
the
that?
room's created because it's just the urgency of the task has gone up, so
Uh-huh.
I can't imagine anything being more important apart from
You can't imagine anything being more important now?
yes.
There's a nervous tension initially,
Yeah.
and a low amount of trust, because she doesn't know you and you don't know her, and she wants to know you better.
Can I pause you? Let's check it.
Well, yes, I think the vulnerability just comes overall from being seen, whether it's one-on-one but by the whole group. So it's not so much just, I didn't mind whether I knew Angus, nor it was more so just the being seen.
This gentleman used the word, what's the name, sorry?
Doug.
It's Doug, isn't it? Yes. Used the word trust. Would that work for you?
Yeah, it's more so trusting in myself than,
Okay.
I think that's my thing. I kind of innately trust people, but myself is more like,
Does that help recalibrate?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Now, I'm going to do this because it's valuable, because we all of us, to some extent, have little judges in our heads and we're making judgments about stuff. It's really useful to know how much we're right and how much we're wrong.
process for getting it done. That was like more micro, whereas the nature thing was like more macro, that it's a process, it's an evolution, it's not like a boom.
Isn't that beautiful?
Organic.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Isn't that great? Absolutely
Yeah.
wonderful. Yeah. The metaphor is just so wonderfully powerful and so personal, so absolutely personal. So there's the driving, the commitment, the motivation forces. We're all in there. So let's work.
Then you use that to get the commitment at the end.
Well,
What will be the first brick?
encouraging it, again, by reflecting her words. So I used the word nature, I used the word slow and all the stuff, and then when we got to bricks, we're talking about bricks. So reflecting back the same language. To maintain that state around those metaphors.